This shelter cat was twice returned because of the strange way he showed affection. The shelter workers couldn't believe it. The cat had been returned again. It was the second time he'd been brought back, in fact, and in both instances it had been for the same reason: the way in which he expressed his love. Indeed, it seemed as if the caring animal's displays of affection were putting people off. The cat in question, Percy, a 3-year-old ginger Tom who's gained attention for his unusual ways. Percy was actually a shelter cat, and it speaks volumes that he found a home twice. However, the unfortunate animal definitely didn't have the best of luck. That's because on the 2 occasions that someone had adopted Percy, they'd returned him to the shelter shortly afterwards. Apparently, he was described as too affectionate, which is an unusual way to describe a cat. After all, felines are often considered aloof. So Percy was therefore quite a departure from the supposed norm. But being affectionate wasn't the main problem with Percy. The issue was specifically with how he displayed his love. And as it turned out, both his previous owners hadn't been able to cope with his enthusiasm. Whoever decided to take the cat on for the long term then needed to be both patient and understanding. And in case you're wondering where Percy went wrong, it's because of his love nips. Percy's an energetic and loving cat who enjoys playtime. In fact, he enjoys it so much that he gets overly excited and tends to nibble his playmates. And although Percy's behavior may seem strange or even aggressive, love nips are actually natural for a cat. Dr. Elizabeth Colleran, a veterinarian at the California's Chico Hospital for Cats, told Care.com, for instance, how cats use their bites to communicate. However, presumably Percy's enthusiasm made his nibbles too much for his adopters to bear. Dr. Colleran also told the website that cat nips are an instinctive reaction to excitement, although Percy's case seemed extreme. However, there may be a further complication when it comes to interpreting what felines are communicating when they bite. That's because no 2 cats are the same. As such, you have to know your kitty to accurately decipher the meaning of their nips. According to Dr. Colleran, some cats use them to ask for affection. For example, others nibble as a signal to leave them alone. We read each other's behavioral cues all the time, Dr. Colleran told Care.com, so now we need to read the behavioral cues that cats are sending, but we're just not seeing. Once we understand those subtle signs, we can adjust our behavior accordingly. And one of the staff members at Percy's shelter, a woman named Caroline, concurred with Dr. Colleran's assessment. She explained the intricacies of cat behavior to Love Meow in October 2017. Cats and dogs are unique in their own ways and have their own personalities, Caroline said to the website. The shelter employee went on, I think that many people forget that a lot of the time when they go to take a pet home, when a cat shows you their belly, they aren't always asking for belly rubs. It's a sign of trust and comfort. What's more, Caroline would also reveal to Love Meow that she'd become personally invested in Percy's fate. I worked at the animal shelter that Percy was returned to twice, she described. I fell in love with him there for his spunky little personality. And despite Percy having been rejected twice by his adoptive parents, it appeared as if his spirit had remained undimmed. He was still affectionate to his carers, for one. Caroline, meanwhile, couldn't stand the thought of seeing Percy returned again, so as a result, the shelter staff member decided to adopt the cat herself. And she wasn't concerned with his love biting either. As she told Love Meow, there was an easy solution. Teaching your cat bite inhibition is actually super simple if anyone took time to do it, Caroline said to the website. And as it turns out that this behavior is sometimes the result of a cat being separated from their family too early. Consequently, the animal in question doesn't learn when it is or isn't appropriate to bite playmates. In other instances, meanwhile, the cat learns from an early age to treat hands and fingers as toys. If this occurs, however, the kitty's human needs to retrain their fur baby to think differently. One method of doing this is by using toys instead of hands during playtime. Additionally, a pet owner can just stop playing with their cat when they nip. After that, they should also ignore them. As a consequence, the animal will learn that when they get overexcited, the fun ends, and their biting should stop then. Caroline herself didn't specify how she intended to curb Percy's biting. She was seemingly overjoyed, however, to give Percy a home. Furthermore, Caroline noticeably shared something in common with the ginger-furred cat. I have red hair too, she explained to Love Meow. And so when I adopted him, a coworker joked that of course the 2 sassy gingers go home together. Caroline added to the website. Meanwhile, Percy hasn't just acquired a stable environment in which to live and a caring human, he's also found a new playmate. That's because Caroline has another cat called Chowder, and apparently Percy and Chowder connected instantly and have since become forever friends. I come home sometimes and they're cuddling on the couch together. They'll both come join me in my bed when I go take a nap, Caroline told Love Meow. But Chowder isn't the only feline companion that Percy's acquired since his adoption. I'm also fostering 3 bottle baby kittens right now, and Percy loves them, Caroline said. He'll even groom them, which makes me explode from cute.